Welcome back to the channel, everybody. This is Kodeations, and today we're going to be diving into some Summoner's War Lost Centuria. That's right, this is going to be a brand new game brought to you guys by none other than Us, the original developers behind Summoner's War, the first one. So without further ado, let's dive right in. Diving right in, ladies and gentlemen, so the first thing I want to show you guys for today's video is going to be the combat section, all right? Because we always cover combat first in our first impressions or let's play videos, because it's going to be what you spend the most of your time doing in any mobile game, all right? So the first two game modes we've got is going to be ranked battle and normal battle. Now, these are going to be identical in what exactly you do and how the game modes are played. However, the ranked battle, as it says it's ranked, will increase or decrease depending on if you win or lose. All right, now the normal battle it's pretty forgiving. It doesn't matter if you win or lose. The only thing that you'll be sacrificing is some victory points that then you can utilize in the gacha shop to perform some summons. All right, other than that, the normal battles do not affect your overall rank. Okay, so with that being said, let's go ahead and pick a formation here, and let's load in and do, just kidding, not on a ranked battle. I meant to click on normal battle, but let's go ahead and dive in here and do a normal battle session, just so I can kind of walk you through a general overview of what combat is like in this game. All right, so once we get matchmaked here, you will see we have 8 heroes on our team, and we are going up against 8 heroes on the enemy's team, and then basically your heroes and the enemies are going to be doing auto battling, so they're going to just constantly do auto attacks. You can then utilize a certain amount of mana to then use specific hero cards or spell cards at your disposal, and your mana is just constantly generating through the entire match. All right, so I know that's a lot to take in. I'll try to do this on the fly as we go through. We might actually lose the battle by, talking too much. But anyways, you can see down here, each one of your cards are going to be a specific skill that you can utilize on that individual hero, and then it's going to cost a certain amount of mana in the top left-hand corner. So you can see we've got max mana now, which isn't ideal. Normally, we'd have utilized some mana by now, but because we're not really paying attention, and I'm trying to show you guys, we're going to basically, just plummet through some of these. But you can see we're consuming so much mana by utilizing each individual card. Each individual skill card does a specific skill that pertains to that individual hero, and then last but not least, there are what they call skill cards that you can then use that kind of just don't really affect or utilize a specific hero. Instead, it does some sort of effect, whether it's to benefit you, whether it's to stun the enemy team, or to place a debuff on the enemy team, or to cleanse your entire party, things like that. Now, there is another aspect, as you see here on screen, called counter in the game. It's really hard to master how to explain counter in a specific combat video, but nevertheless, basically, counters are really strong in this game, and you 100% need to learn and focus on how to utilize them correctly to their advantage to get the most out of them. But again, like I said, one of the things you just really need to understand when it comes to combat is it's a mana-driven system, very similar to other games. You basically utilize a certain amount of mana to pop off a specific skill card or a spell card. As you can see here, we do have one called a chain stun, so we're going to go ahead and see if we can nuke this magic knight with it. We did. Boom, it transfers that stun to another enemy. But again, like I said, very cool system. It's not going to be straightforward when it comes to other mobile games, because you have a couple of different genres or mechanics mixed in. Things like the auto battle. As you can see here, our enemies are just going to beat this guy. I'm going to let it just roll on auto battle so I can talk some more. Now, diving into the other two modes of combat, they've got a PvE section. We're not going to actually play any of these, but you can see pretty straightforward what it is. There's going to be individual chapters. Each chapter has 3 stages that you then have to beat, or waves. Once you beat these individual stages, then you will then unlock, the third and final stage, which then will be that specific boss for that chapter with some sort of unique ability or skill. All right, so again, this kind of reminds me a lot of like the Hearthstone PvE mode, just because it's pretty similar. You're going to be battling a boss with a unique skill, and then your whole goal is to 3-star those stages to get those additional resources up here on top, as you can see. And then obviously, as you increase in the chapters, look at this one here. Once we hit silver 3 or 1400 trophies in the rank battle system, then we can unlock this chapter, which then it looks like we will get a legend card for completing all 3 of those chapters with 3 stars. All right, now moving on to the last and not least section, and that's going to be challenge mode. Probably honestly, one of my favorite game modes in the game is going to be that barrier battle. I think it's a very unique system, and I think Us has done a really good job about bringing something different and unique to the table, and that's going to be with barrier battles. Now, barrier battles battles, you basically do a total of 10 rounds is going to be your goal. You want to beat all 10 rounds. If you happen to every single additional round that you beat, you get bigger and better rewards. But what the catch is, if you lose 3 matches during your playtime in the barrier battle, you will be locked out of the barrier battle until it then resets with a new barrier every 4 days. Now, where the twist comes to play compared to the other game modes like the ranked or the normal mode or the PvE mode, and that's going to be the individual barriers. So they're just kind of like a unique twist. It kind of adds a additional element that you and your enemy or opponent that you're going up against have to basically prepare for. So to give you guys an example, the current barrier is going to be Magic Crushing Magic Circle, and it basically says removes the beneficial effects granted on a monster instantly, and then the enemy will be inflicted with the damage. All right, so again, it's just a unique kind of like twist that you have to take into account when you are battling in this specific barrier battle. All right, so again, keep in mind, once you lose 3 times, you'll be kicked out. You cannot enter the barrier battle until it then does a full reset. Everybody goes back to 0 wins out of 10, and then your object is to win 10 times total. All right, last but not least, they've got the arena battle mode. This is going to be also very similar to Hearthstone in the sense that you pay a premium fee of like 100 crystals, as you can see here on screen. That's going to be the game's premium currency. You pay 100 crystals to enter into the arena battle. You go as far as you can, and then obviously the further that you go, the additional and better rewards that you will get. Once you lose, you're out of the arena battle, and then you will then have to enter back in paying the premium currency. Now that's going to be pretty much it when it comes to the overall combat and just, you know, game modes that you can participate in. The next thing I want to show you guys is going to be really cool. Probably one of my really favorite parts about the game, and that's going to be the overall character design. So check this chick out. She can actually be a unicorn form, or she can be in a human form, and that does also change her ability, which is very, very cool and unique to her specifically. But again, really cool. Like I said, I think they've done a good job overall with the design. The next thing up that I want to mention to you is going to be leveling up your individual heroes. All right, so the hero system is going to be driven off of the gacha system. You basically need to summon multiple copies of the individual hero in order to basically get enough of these, I guess copies, I guess it would be the best way to explain it. You basically need to get additional copies to then upgrade these individual heroes. Now, when you upgrade the heroes, it's going to directly increase these stats that are listed here at the bottom, but there's one twist. Now, you can actually come in here, and in the gacha system as well, there's what they call skill stones. Now, these skill stones are going to be, you know, randomly given to you at any given moment through the gacha system or other avenues of, you know, rewards in the game. But basically, these specifically modify or change or enhance the hero's skill. All right, so each hero only has one skill at their disposal, unless we're talking about Eleanor here, which obviously has a different one when she turns into her unicorn. But besides that, every hero has one skill that you could utilize during battle via one of those cards. But these skill stones directly modify that skill. So something like the legend version here would be adds a passive. Whenever you get Eleanor card in your hand, it grants immunity on all allies. So again, ridiculously good. And it just basically completely changes the way that you would play this, you know, utilizing her. Same thing goes for like the rare category here. It decreases the mana cost of the Holy Horn by 1. So again, it's reducing the amount of mana cost that her card specifically costs. And then last but not least, increases your max HP by 15%, just adding something additional to that individual hero. The next thing up that we've got for the hero tab is, you probably can already recognize it, and that's going to be the rune system. All right, so they've pretty much copied and pasted all of the runes from the original Summoner's War game, added them into this game. However, one thing that really makes this stand out completely, if we hop out of here, is going to be you do not actually farm the individual runes. All right, what you actually do is you craft them in this game, and I really like that, because I can't tell you how many times, you know, you're just spent auto grinding over and over again, grinding out the individual runes. So if we come to the territory section, you can see there is a crafting building that will obviously level up as you level up, but nevertheless, you can see you can craft low tier runes, mid tier runes, and then once we get to level 9, you can actually craft high tier runes. All right, and then you can see the individual sets that you can select and craft from, and then you can also see the set effects of what each set is, so then that way you can kind of you know, better understand which one you wanted to summon on, because again, it is RNG still. You know, you can come in here and you can spend some of this mythic dust here. To give you guys an example, we'll go ahead and do a 10 pull. I'm going to pull on the energy, fatal, and swift runes, but you'll just see what I mean by a random amount here. So we don't have enough, so let's go ahead and just do one to show you. So as you can see here, we can get a rare swift rune. We're going to go ahead and collect that one. We'll go ahead and do a second one to show you that it's not always going to be swift. Just kidding, apparently it's going to all be swift for the video. Come on. There you go. You can see that we also get a fatal attack rune. So it is going to be RNG out of the 3 individual sets on the right-hand side. But again, very cool, unique system. I love how they've made it a lot easier to achieve and get runes instead of endlessly grinding dungeons over and over again. Moving on to the next section of content, and that's going to actually be the Alliance tab, which is going to be aka the guild aspect of the game. Again, you've got your standard guild hall, which shows your overall ranking, your guild's trophies. They've got the Alliance shop, which again, you will utilize a specific currency called, Alliance coins that you would then be able to buy items from here. Now you might be asking yourself again, where do we get Alliance coins? And that's going to be from a really cool system called a trading port. All right. Now the trading port, as you can see, I just received these 2 gentlemen here, gave me the additional pieces that I need or I have requested from them for that specific hero. And then you can also see what somebody else is requesting that then I can donate to. So I currently don't have these any of my possession. Otherwise, I would donate them because the incentive is the more you donate, the more Alliance coins that you achieve, and then those Alliance coins will then allow you to come into the shop to then buy additional items, whether that's mythical dust, whether that's enhancement scrolls that you need, whether that's glory tokens to do some basic summons, or you can get some hero cards and even skill cards from in here as well. So again, really, really cool system. I do like how that's all done. Last but not least thing I want to mention before we hop out of today's video, they've got a mega ton of events currently going on pretty much with any content in the game that you can participate in. They've got an event going in hand. Then they also do have a daily quest system and then your overall challenges and achievements as you continue to play through the game just to get some additional resources. All right. Along with all of that being said, there are the additional gacha systems. You got the glory summon, which is going to be your normal to hero rank. You cannot get legends from the glory summon. You do earn glory points from normal battles and rank battles along with some of those additional battle options. Your mythical summons are going to be specifically these books or spending that premium currency. You can see here that we've almost got enough to do a 10 pull. And then last but not least, you're going to have the ancient summon, which is going to have your highest amount, to a chance to get a hero or a legend. And then it does cost a specific set of books, and you cannot buy those books with in-game currency. All right. So with that being the case, ladies and gentlemen, let me know down below in the comments what your guys' thoughts are. I've been playing the game for a few days now, and I've been having a absolute blast playing it. I absolutely love it. We'll definitely be featuring it more on the channel. So hopefully that you guys do find it appealing and that you like it. If you guys have any questions, like I said, let me know. Also, we've got a Discord link down below with almost 1,000 people. I believe we just broke 940 this morning. So again, we'd love to have you guys over there. But as always, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get notification every time we drop a video. And I will see you guys in the next one.